Today, I'm putting Siren Head through the 10 hardest combat challenges in Minecraft. Each portal here leads to a different challenge, with difficulty increasing every time, and the final one is beyond anything you can imagine. How many of these challenges will Siren Head be able to survive? Welcome to the first portal, where 30 emerald golems are waiting. The battle begins. Many people think Siren Head is a creepypasta, but it's actually a horror art creation by Trevor Henderson. One day, a group of friends discovered this and realized that the fear doesn't just come from the story, but also from the way it's imagined. All 30 emerald golems were destroyed in a single hit. Siren Head cleared the first challenge with ease. Moving on to the second portal, Siren Head will have to fight 20 plague warriors. The battle begins. Siren Head has masterful camouflage abilities. Besides standing still like a tree in the forest, it can also change its shape into power poles, radio towers, or streetlights, allowing it to ambush prey right in busy urban environments. The second challenge still couldn't stop Siren Head. It's another overwhelming victory. Moving on to the third gate, where 20 beautiful lady wardens are ready to charm Siren Head. Can Siren Head pass this psychological test or not? Siren Head's appearance makes many people think it is a machine because its head looks like a loudspeaker, but in reality it is a supernatural entity. The speakers and wires are merely parts fused into its withered, mummy-like body, allowing it to exist without modern technology and to emit terrifying sounds to hunt its prey. So Siren Head showed no mercy despite the Lady Warden's charm, truly a bloodthirsty creature. Continuing to the fourth gate, Siren Head will face off against characters from Poppy Playtime. The battle begins. Siren Head is a mysterious entity that makes many people both curious and afraid, especially because of its ability to move completely silently. Although it often produces harsh, distorted, and terrifying sounds like sirens or warped voices, it can become absolutely quiet when necessary. Its tall, thin body might seem like it would make noise when moving, but in reality, it can glide as smoothly as a shadow. This makes Siren Head even more dangerous, because victims cannot hear it approaching. It often takes advantage of its surroundings, such as forests or deserted areas, to hide itself, then suddenly appears behind its target by the time its presence is noticed. It is usually already too late, and the fear at that moment becomes even more intense. Siren Head used sound waves from its speakers to wipe out the entire Poppy Playtime lineup. That means the fourth challenge has been completed. Continuing with the fifth portal, welcome to the domain of the Wyvern Dragons. Will this challenge be enough to trouble Siren Head? Siren Head is considered one of the most terrifying predators due to the way it uses sound to manipulate human fear in a subtle and cruel manner. Instead of rushing in for a direct attack like many other monsters, it often hides in the darkness of deep forests or deserted areas where people are least alert. From there, it produces familiar sounds such as echoing sirens, irritating white noise, or even the desperate voices of loved ones and friends calling for help. These sounds make victims believe someone is in danger, prompting them to move closer without realizing they are being lured in. This sense of familiarity and urgency causes people to drop their guard and walk straight into the dangerous trap that Siren Head has set. Once the victim gets close enough, it can switch tactics by emitting loud, chaotic, and overwhelming noises that push the victim's mind into a state of panic and complete disorientation. In that condition, they can no longer think clearly or find a way to escape. This combination of clever deception and intense psychological attack makes Siren Head's hunting method extremely effective and frightening, turning fear itself into its most dangerous weapon. So Siren Head has passed the fifth challenge. But don't forget, the final challenge is the hardest one and nearly impossible to overcome. Continuing with the sixth portal, where 20 bloodthirsty zombie abominations are waiting for Siren Head. The battle begins. Siren Head is a fictional entity well known in horror stories, often described as having the ability to produce extremely frightening sounds. These sounds are not only used to lure victims but are also portrayed as having destructive power. At very high intensity, they could rupture eardrums in an instant, causing severe pain and leaving victims disoriented. Some descriptions even suggest that victims may experience bleeding from the ears, nose, and sinuses immediately. This detail adds to the horror element, but it also reminds readers that this is purely a work of imagination, not reality. Understanding this helps you enjoy the story in a safe and entertaining way. At the same time, it encourages young people to think about how sound can affect the human body and emotions in real life. The 20 zombie abominations still couldn't stop Siren Head. It's another overwhelming victory. Continuing with the seventh portal, 20 El Gigante monsters are ready to fight. The battle begins. Siren Head is a fictional creature well known in modern horror culture, often described as extremely tall, thin, and having an appearance that looks like rusted metal, but is actually a living organic body. One of the most notable features that draws attention is its ability to remain unaffected by electromagnetic pulses, or EMPs, which humans typically use to disable machines and electronic devices, while EMPs can paralyze robots, computers, or modern vehicles. Siren Head is completely immune to this type of attack. This is explained by the fact that its body does not rely on electrical circuits or artificial components, but instead functions like a living organism, even though its appearance can deceive the human eye. This characteristic makes Siren Head more dangerous in stories, since high-tech defense methods are almost useless against it, for young people, especially those between the ages of 10 and 20. This detail increases curiosity and adds a sense of suspense when learning about the creature online or through word of mouth. Because of this, Siren Head has become a unique symbol in the world of online horror and continues to leave a lasting sense of unease. Challenge number 7 is complete. Still, no challenge has been able to make things difficult for Siren Head. Continuing with Portal 8, Siren Head will have to face off against 5 Oberon monsters from a warrior planet. The battle begins. When not hunting or resting, Siren Head often enters a state referred to as sleep, a condition that is very different from human sleep. During this time, its enormous body remains completely motionless within its surroundings, resembling an old utility pole, making it easy for anyone who sees it to mistake it for an inanimate object. However, beneath this still exterior, mysterious and unsettling biological activity is believed to continue. In this state, the 2 sirens on its head are not entirely silent. Instead, they emit very faint sounds similar to white noise. This continuous low-level sound creates an eerie atmosphere, yet it is subtle enough not to attract strong attention from a distance. Some theories suggest that this noise helps it monitor environmental vibrations or maintain a low level of awareness. This means Siren Head is not fully unconscious but merely reduces its activity to conserve energy. For young people in the United States between the ages of 10 and 20, imagining a creature that can stand still for hours in the darkness while silently listening to everything around it can create a sense of tension and curiosity. This sleep state also demonstrates its perfect camouflage ability, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the environment and making detection extremely difficult. The prolonged stillness combined with the faint noise creates an unsettling atmosphere, where anyone who gets too close could become a target without even realizing it. This makes the state even more dangerous than when it is actively moving, because surprise is always the most lethal factor. All 5 Oberon warriors have been defeated, but the next challenge will definitely be able to push Siren Head to its limits. Continuing with Portal 9, Siren Head will have to face the Astro Magnetizer from the Skibidi Toilet universe. The battle begins. In modern horror stories, Siren Head is often known for its impressive height, but what makes it even more unique is its ability to change size flexibly. Typically, this creature is described as being about 12 meters tall, equivalent to 40 feet, which is enough to tower over most trees and small surrounding structures. However, many different descriptions suggest that its height is not fixed and can change depending on the situation. In some cases, Siren Head can reach up to 20 meters, or even as much as 30 meters or more, making it look like a massive moving tower. This ability allows it to adapt to many different environments. So the Astro Magnetizer has been defeated. Congratulations to Siren Head for reaching the final challenge. What is happening in the arena? A mysterious figure suddenly appeared and carried Astro Magnetizer away from the battlefield. Welcome to Portal 10, where Siren Head must face the strongest final boss, Desiderio. This is a challenge that is nearly impossible to overcome. Siren Head was defeated in just one hit. The final boss, Desiderio, is incredibly powerful. That means Siren Head couldn't pass Challenge 10. If you want another character to take on the 10 toughest battle challenges in Minecraft, leave a comment below. Goodbye.